Shawnee. Welcome back. So I started doing my makeup in the other room, and then the SD card was full, and instead of just going back, I was like, let me just sit down and talk to you about the funny news that's going on. So the other day I did do a video on news that was happening. I feel like it was more of a people, place, and things kind of news thing. And so today I want to share with you funny news stories about food. And yes, I'm fanning myself with this. I'm gonna tell you something. Before all the boots on the ground stuff came out, I was rocking the fan for quite some time, okay? I have quite a few of these, all right? There's one that says like fabulous or something. So maybe I'll use it in the next video. And hopefully people, at least the people who watch me, will be interested in this because I'm not doing makeup. Hopefully that's okay with you. I'll do makeup in the next video. But what I have on right now is, what do I have on? Viseart Sultry Muse with a little bit of one of their all matte palettes. Okay, child. So what did I say? I wanted to tell you some food related stuff because I need all of us to really think about these things. Just the food related news. And I want us to also take a moment to rate and rank these things, okay? So let's see. Let's do a 1 to 5 scale. 1 being, oh hell no. And 5 being like, yes, yum, yum, give me 2, all right? You'll see what I mean. So let me go ahead and start with this, all right? Okay, I have changed my mind various times on some of these. Can you see me? So let me tell you a couple of things that I found that I think are rather interesting, and I think we all need to take a moment and think about it. So I didn't know this, but January was National Soup Month. I guess soup appreciation. And so, you know, during these like national months and days and stuff, I feel like people like to do a little different. I remember there was like National Sibling Day. I don't remember when it was. I do recall though that I messaged all of my siblings and said, you're welcome for me being your sister. But this one, I think in the US there are a couple of brands, like old school brands that I'm aware of that do soup, like Campbell's, Progresso. There was also that like Hardy one, I can't even think of it, but this, we're gonna focus on Progresso, right? So during National Soup Awareness Month, Progresso decided to do something a little different, right? They wanted to introduce something to the world. What they decided to do, what they created was something called soup drops. You heard me. They came up with soup drops, and it's exactly what you think they are. I'm gonna tell you about them. I'm gonna tell you about them, okay? Because I found this intriguing, and I think this was the story that led me down the rabbit hole, okay? Into unknown places that I feel like I should have never been. That's being dramatic. Okay. This is, you know, we're doing some tasty topics kind of stuff right now. Huh, that's the wrong link. Gotta wait on that one. Okay, so their tagline or whatever is soup you can suck on. Y'all being nasty. That because like y'all are nasty. You knew what you were doing with the double entendre. Like you knew what you were doing with the double entendre, right? So they said soup drops are packed with chicken noodle soup flavors and are available for a limited time during National Soup Month. Now, like I said, National Soup Month was in January, but I did go look to see if they were still available. I don't know if I would have ordered them, okay? But they're not available. They're sold out. I imagine that maybe they'll come around again next January. But if I were on the marketing team, I would also maybe bring it out around like Thanksgiving, like the holidays, right? So let me tell you more and then I'll give you my thoughts. So It's a hard candy called Soup Drops. It's a savory lozenge that captures the taste of Progresso traditional chicken noodle soup. It's designed as a portable alternative to the classic meal. The drops come packaged in a can modeled after Progresso's soup cans and contain 20 individually wrapped candies. Want to know how they taste? You do. Each drop has flavors of broth, chicken, vegetables, soft egg noodles, and a hint of parsley. Ew. I'm sorry. No, it's really giving Willy Wonka, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Who was it that, wasn't there a thing where it was like gum? You could chew the gum and it tasted like a whole meal. Like homegirl was like, tastes like, you know, honey baked ham and like rice pilaf, like whatever. Was that Veruca salt, or was Veruca the one that turned into a blueberry? Let me look it up real quick, cause I'm curious now. Who was it that? Am I making this? I don't think I'm making this up. Oh God! And because it's sold out, they put, we're super sorry, like soup or sorry, but don't stew. I can't, leave me alone. Or are those the lozenges? Okay, they look like regular, like Ricola lozenges that you would use if you were sick. They do seem a little larger than the regular. Okay, so I don't think it was Veruca salt. Who, what is this I'm looking for? Wonka. Okay, no, it's Violet Beauregard, okay? And I just mix it all together. So she was chewing gum obsessively, and that she had been chewing the same piece for 3 months solid. How did she do that? I'm not okay with that. So Wonka goes into the inventing room. Y'all know this, but I just had to refresh. He stops to display a new type of gum he's working on, and it doubles as a 3-course meal. It's composed of tomato soup, roast beef, baked potato, and blueberry pie and ice cream. Violet's intrigued, so she snatches and chews the gum, delighted by the effects, but then when she gets to the dessert, the blueberry pie, she turns into a blueberry. Okay, Veruca Salt. Right, I really love her name. Anyway, it wasn't Veruca Salt. It was Violet Beauregard. Okay, so I'm wondering if the lozenge, like, is it giving Wonka inventing room? I assume that whomever came up with this was doing that, right? But it's just chicken noodle soup. It's not a 3-course meal or anything. It's just chicken noodle soup. Oh, Chad, I gotta tell you about that one. That one's so stupid. So basically, in their press release for this, they were like, MC Cummings, the VP Business Unit Director for Progresso at General Mills. General Mills, weed. When you're sick, nothing is truly more reassuring than chicken noodle soup. So we thought, why stop at the soup bowl? We took the beloved flavors of our Progresso chicken noodle soup and packed them into a fun, savory candy soup drop for a totally new way to enjoy the taste you love whenever and wherever you want. Could you imagine, like, asking somebody for a cough drop and they accidentally give you, like, a soup drop? I'm not sure how I would feel about that, because does it taste like cold chicken noodle soup? Does it like melt? or disintegrate, or I don't know. Can you crunch it? Like, I just have so many questions. I also wonder who bought these so that it was sold out. Now, I'm not quite sure that I would buy these on my own. Like, just, I'm gonna just buy some of these because I want some. But if I was at someone's house and they had them and they were like, girl, try these, I might. But also, what is the purpose? Will I be full afterwards just by eating this drop? Is it an experience like Violet Beauregard had? Like, are you only supposed to have it when you're feeling ill and you like think soup will help you? Like, I'm really confused as to why anyone would do this to themselves. Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, in terms of, oh, hell no, being number 1, and number 5 being like, gimme more, a la Britney Spears, I have to not pretend that I wouldn't try this. In comparison to the other ones I'm going to tell you about, I think that I would maybe give this a try. Right? Okay. Like, I think that maybe 1 being no, 5 being okay. I'm gonna say 3.12. I feel like this is 3.12. I'm not saying that I would enjoy it, and the thought of that lozenge in my mouth sounds disgusting. I feel like I'd either have to wash it down with Prosecco, or I would have to brush my teeth immediately, and I'm not quite sure that I'd be able to like eat the whole thing, or I think I would just like and then just like throw it away. Because there has to be like preservatives and stuff in there, right? I just don't feel like it'll taste good. But I would maybe give it a try. 1 to 5, what's your thought? Let me know. Down there. Not down there. In the in the comments. Okay. Girl, so we got the drops, right? Sold out. Yes, I did check if they were available. Not that I would purchase them. But I was curious. Okay, but let's go ahead on to another thing. And this is from a Dutch company, and they are a snack brand. What is it called? Rewind, I think is the name of it. Yes, Rewind snack brand. It's known for like creating things that invoke like nostalgia and like curiosity, and so then they decided that they were going to launch the world's first 9-volt battery flavored tortilla chips, a flavor most 90s kids will surely remember. I don't remember doing this. I don't remember ever licking a 9-volt battery. I don't even think we had 9-volt batteries in the house. It was hard enough to find AA, right? I don't think we had 9-volt, but they're like, if you grew up during the 90s, you probably remember the metallic tang and slight buzz you got when you touched the metal tip of a battery with your tongue. It was silly, but very popular. See, here's the thing. I'm always like, I don't know what these kids be doing out here on TikTok. And I realized that, like, stupidity has been around a long time. And I don't remember doing this, honestly. Did you do this? Did you do this? And did you get a little, like, zzz? You know what I mean? Like, is that how it was? I don't know, but here's the thing. They were like recreating that childish experience in a way that leaves the chips palatable must have been very challenging, but they want everybody to know that no battery components were actually used. They say all the ingredients are entirely safe and food grade. Let me tell you the ingredients. So they said, Matthias Larson, who's the who's the chef and flavorist at Rewind, said, we use a blend of citric acid and sodium bicarbonate to create the tongue-tingling effect and balance it out with mineral salts, which give the chips a metallic tang. The result is surprisingly tasty and definitely a flavor that sparks curiosity. They said it's a delicious tribute to a weird universal memory that tastes just like those careless teenage afternoons. Where people be? Now you can only get it in the Netherlands right now. Yes, okay, I looked. So unavailable at the moment where I am, but I encourage all of you to go ahead and see if you can do that, because they're going to quickly expand into the European market. No, this one is a no for me. It might be weird because I'm like, I'm gonna have the soup drops. But listen, I'm a fan of tortilla chips, like a lot. And I don't appreciate trying to do this to people. I feel like it really takes away from the essence of what a tortilla chip is supposed to be. It's supposed to taste like a tortilla, right? Like, I like just regular old tortilla chips. That's it. That's it. So I can't even imagine eating like a burrito, a taco, carne asada, and I'm like, oh, let me get some chips. And they have the nerve to walk out that kitchen and give me some 9-volt battery tasting chips. I would be like, are these stale? Because no, I feel like this is wrong. Like, maybe you feel like the soup drops are wrong, but I feel offended by this one. I feel offended by it because how dare you? How dare you? First of all, I don't even know, is it really going to taste like a 9-volt battery? Because I don't recall doing this. I think I probably was afraid. I don't know what's going to happen. How long has that battery been sitting there? And I'm not trying to get like a zap. Like, I don't need a metallic tang. I feel like that is a symptom of a larger issue if you're tasting metal in your mouth, right? I feel like, I don't think that that's good. And tongue tingling, you are just asking for symptoms of significant distress. I don't want to feel like that when I'm eating food. I would be like, oh, what you put on these chips? You know, like, that would ruin so much for me. And I feel like other people, like in like LA, Texas, where there's just like this big, you know, we love us a good Mexican food. I feel like it wouldn't go on well over there. I don't know. Maybe it would, but I'm at a solid 1. I'm at a no. Yeah, I'm at a 1. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm offended by that one, actually. I am clutching pearls at this moment because how dare you? How dare you do this to my tortilla? When I tell you, oh, if I were at a restaurant and they had the nerve to do this, I feel like I'd be fighting somebody. Like, give me back my money, refund me, okay? Because you ruined the whole thing. Ain't nobody trying to have carne asada and battery. No, I'm offended by that one. I'm not gonna do it. That's a 1. That's a straight up 1. Let me know. 1 to 5. 1 being no thanks. 5 being yum yum. Where would you put the 9-volt battery flavored tortilla chip? Why is it 9-volt? People weren't licking AA's or AAA's or any others. They were just doing 9-volt. What about the ones that are C? Isn't that the round one? Why were they just doing 9-volt? Oh God, please don't bring that trend back. I can already see it being a TikTok sensation. And you know these kids gonna take it far. Somebody gonna be licking a car engine. Like, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want anybody to get any ideas. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This one is a collab. between two brands that are pretty well known to us. Smoothie King. Have you been to Smoothie King? Love me a Smoothie King. And Heinz. Yeah, Heinz ketchup. I'm gonna give you a moment because just like think of that. I said it was a collab between Heinz and Smoothie King. What did you come up with? If you came up with the first ever ketchup-based smoothie, then you would be right. Again, I looked this up. It is not offered at the Smoothie King near me. I'm not saying that I would have bought it and tried it, but I'm just letting you know that I did go a step further and look for these things. Now, Heinz and Smoothie King have teamed up to introduce what Heinz describes as the first ever ketchup-based smoothie. The unique creation combines Heinz ketchup with acai sorbet, apple juice, strawberries, and raspberries. I'm thinking of like the director of marketing or something of Heinz calling their counterpart at Smoothie King and offering this suggestion and all of them agreeing on it. I would not buy this. I would not purchase it. Because I'm also wondering how much ketchup is in there. Why? First of all, doesn't ketchup have like a lot of sodium? And so, I guess that would counter the ton of sugar that's probably in there. I would be fine with the acai, the apple juice, the strawberries, the raspberries, and like, I don't know. That's fine. Maybe throw in, I do like to put in like a vegetable, like a spinach or a kale or something. But maybe that's weird. Maybe that's weird to people. Maybe when they started putting peanut butter in there, it's weird. I just feel like ketchup is on a whole other level. Because part of it is I don't know the nutritional benefits of ketchup. I feel like it doesn't have any. But I'm not what are the people that put things together? Scientists. Biology? I don't know. What are them people, okay? I didn't ever say I was a math and science person. But just people who be like in the lab, like chemist. Right, chemist. So I don't know, but I feel like there's no, that I'm aware of, real nutritional value to ketchup. And maybe they're thinking like people will have fries and ketchup or whatever, and sometimes they'll have a smoothie with that, so why don't we just combine them? But I'm the kind of person, I feel like smoothie, I'm gonna just have the smoothie, right? And if I have the burger and fries, I'm typically not gonna get a smoothie. I'm not gonna get that. I can see people getting a milkshake, but that's a whole other thing, right? I'm not doing a ketchup smoothie. No, I won't. No. No, I feel like that's sacrilegious. How you gonna put it in with acai berry? Like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I will not be a taste tester for that one. But here's what they say. Heinz said the smoothie offers a sweet and tangy flavor profile. Come on now. We talk about flavor profiles when it's like wine, okay? Smoothies do not have a flavor profile. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out, why is it only Heinz that's coming out with statements? Smoothie King is like, we made such a mistake. The smoothies are now available at select Smoothie King locations across the country. Apparently, it's not available here close to my house. I'm gonna look it up and see where the closest one is. Oh, okay. It's available at select Smoothie King locations in Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, Miami, and parts of the greater New York area and northern New Jersey. I know people in New York and Jersey and all these other places. So, and people are like, tomatoes are a fruit. That don't mean they gotta be And no daggone smoothie. That does not, you don't, everything that you can do should not be done. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't, you don't have to do these things. That's okay. You just don't have to. It's not, oh God. Don't tell me that's it. Hold on, because I think there's a picture of it. And I might have to visit. I might need a bucket of some, like, to regurgitate whatever it is that I ate today. So let me be right back. When I tell you, if I just go in the kitchen and squeeze out all the ketchup that I have, that's what it looks like. It looks like a cup of ketchup, in my opinion. Because Angie Madigan, who's the vice president of elevation marketing at Kraft Heinz, said the beverage was an effort that kept flavor and restraint at the forefront. What these people be talking about? Flavor and restraint? What does that mean for a food? The idea of a ketchup smoothie is provocative, and our top priority was landing a delicious tasting fruit smoothie with distinct yet well-balanced ketchup notes. Why are people talking about these things as if they're like, they're doing tasting of wine in Napa Valley? Why are you talking like this? They spent months developing it. Is that enough? There was a taste test by Bev Schaefer, a food and drink reporter for the Canton Repository. She said the drink was fruity, flavorful, and refreshing with just a hint of ketchup. That still sounds disgusting to me. Maybe, you know, I'm like, because if they said tomato, can you put tomato? Can you put tomato in a Smoothie King thing? I mean, typically, whatever I get, I add a banana and maybe like some spinach or kale. But that don't seem weird to me. So why is it that ketchup seems weird? No, I'm at a 1. I'm at a 1 with that one. At a 1 with that one. Far be it from me to tell you what to eat, though. So let me know if you try this. No. Again, I will take the soup drops. I will take the soup drops. And here's the last one. Here's the last one in our tasty topics. This one is an update. Now, do you remember a few months ago we talked about the breast milk flavored ice cream that this company was coming out with? It's out now. You can get it. Again, I did look it up, and they're sold out online as far as I saw. I think they're going to restock. And also, I believe you can get it in like Brooklyn, New York. Again, I have lots of family in these places. I can guarantee you there ain't none of them gonna go try this for me. Okay, so their little tagline is like, taste it for yourself. Y'all might as well just have a bunch of boobs on the truck, because this is also like undercover salacious. You know what I mean? Y'all being nasty. Now, no shade to breast milk, right? Like, although I do think that we shame women who don't breastfeed. Like, there was just like, it's okay if you don't or if you can't. I've had several clients that are like, It's just like, you don't do it, because this is causing a lot of issue, whether it is physical pain, psychological, and we just like shame people into like, this is what you should be doing. Not everybody can or wants to. So that's just PSA. It's great. So Frida and OddFellows, those are the brands, they collaborate. It's these collaborations that be getting y'all in trouble. Just be like Progresso and just do a soup drop. The rest of y'all trying to collaborate. It's sweet, a little salty, smooth, with hints of honey and sprinkles of colostrum. And features a distinct colostrum yellow tinge. Now, what they do let us know is that it's not human colostrum. Which is healthy for you. Great. But aren't humans the only mammals that like partake in other mammals' colostrum? I feel like I read that somewhere, and because humans is crazy. But let me just, so there's a limited number of breast milk flavored ice cream pints nationwide. I love that you have to get a pint. You can't just get like a scoop. Like, they're like, no, you're going to take this. Oh my god, you need to try the Lights Caramel Action flavor of ice cream from Ben & Jerry's when they collaborated with Ava DuVernay. So good. I've managed, I think, to replicate it from Cold Stone. Okay, or at Cold Stone. So they said it's available for purchase online with shipping available nationwide. But from what I saw, it was sold out, but I'll check again. So they say it's not made of real human breast milk. So no humans were harmed in this experience. But the flavor is supposed to mimic it. But like, does everybody's Rose, that's so gross. Hey, Rose. Is it like, does everybody's breast milk taste the same? How did they do this? Like the preparation of this, like the taste, so, okay, because, like, I'm wondering, who was like, we got it. There it is. This tastes like breast milk. Who had the final say is what I'm wondering. Like, no, for real. Like, who had the, who... Because there are taste testers for everything. There are taste testers for dog food, which I appreciate. Like, you want your dog, your animal, to be eating something tasty, right? So how... But that's like, oh, this tastes good. This is like, oh, this tastes like breast milk. How do you know? How do you... Oh. Is everybody bringing in just like a little bit of breast milk from their partner or something? Or purchasing it online? Because I think that's... You can do that. But everybody breast milk can't taste the same, right? It just can't. Like, I just think of people sampling it. Let's continue, and then we can decide if we would have it or not. So let me tell you what's in it. Milk. We just gonna start out with things from other mammals. Heavy cream, skim milk powder, sugar, dextrose, egg yolks, invert sugar, guar gum, salted caramel flavoring, honey syrup, liposomal, bovine colostrum, yellow food color. So it's not human colostrum, but it's bovine colostrum. But like, isn't regular ice cream like... I wonder, can you like, I feel like I would need like some cookie dough or like graham cracker pieces or something mixed in. I just don't want to be consuming, and I know it doesn't have human colostrum, human breast milk on it. I just feel like that's an intimate experience. And I would only, like, I would need to know, whose breast milk does this taste like? Like, it just feels, or does it all taste the same? Why can't we differentiate? Is one better than the other? I don't know, but I'm gonna say that this one is at a 1 for me. Maybe I would need more information, but I think until then, I'm at a 1. And when I went on the website, like, I was trying to read the reviews. Every time I tried to click on the reviews, it wouldn't go anywhere. Like, it wouldn't open a link. I don't know what that's about, but that says something to me. Why y'all ain't got no, why the reviews ain't there, you know? And it shows that people have done reviews, but you just can't, I don't understand. Okay. According to NPR, a London ice cream shop used donated breast milk to create its Baby Gaga flavor in 2011. But their sales were frozen due to safety concerns, I would imagine. Okay, so I'm just looking up a little bit, and there's a woman who did a taste test of the boob milk ice cream. And she said that it was like a neon peach color, but that it had a full, rich, creamy texture. And she said it tastes like someone dissolved honey in full fat sweet cream coffee creamer and then froze it. Here's the thing. I can understand wanting people to have more open conversation around breastfeeding, breast milk, because we just be like, the things we do to try to shame people who give birth and such, and just the things that we do, like, it's terrible, and we should talk about these things openly and honestly, right? But I do feel like combining it with, like, saying like that it's breast milk ice cream, I don't know that that opens the door more to have these discussions, because it's almost like a joke. You know what I mean? People are like, I have the breast milk ice cream. I assume that's how they're reacting. And so for me, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't feel like it would be great if we could focus more on normalizing the fact that people need to breastfeed in public, rather than making this joke about breast milk ice cream. Taste it for yourself. It's just something about it that just doesn't sit very seamlessly with me. Homegirl who gave it a taste test, she said that something about it cheapens it for her. And I think I can kind of understand that. I can appreciate having more conversation, but I don't know that this was, because I don't think people are talking about breast milk and breastfeeding. You know what I mean? I feel like they're just joking like, oh, breast milk flavored ice cream. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I stand at a solid 1 on this one. A solid 1. I'm good. Not because breast milk is disgusting, but there's something about, like, I know they say there's no human breast milk, but like in the ice cream, it just feels like, somehow it feels like an intimate experience. And I don't know. Even though there's no human boob milk in there. And I think they couldn't just say it was vanilla. Like, I don't know. It just feels like a gimmick. That's what it is. It feels like, not that any of these don't, but there's something about this where I feel like we could actually have a very insightful, like, interesting educational conversation about breast milk and breastfeeding, I don't know that the breast milk ice cream is going to, like, trigger that conversation. You know? Like, so for that purpose alone, I'm gonna put it at a 1, because I can't imagine anyone going around being like, I'm having breast milk ice cream. Let's talk about breastfeeding. You know what I mean? It just seems like it's not, if they're trying to get people to talk about it more, I don't know that this is the way to do it, because it's just like joking about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I think. I was just like sitting here like contemplating that. So I'm done. Let me know what you think. So what did we have? The soup drops, I was like a little bit over a 3. The rest of them, the battery tasting tortilla chips, the ketchup smoothie, and the breast milk ice cream, I'm at a 1 for all of those. Not interested. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think. Give me your rankings. Give me your reasons for them. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I would just love to have some dialogue about this. So that was like our tasty topics, right? And you know, I'm gonna have more news stories, and hopefully you enjoy this despite me not doing my makeup. I will do it next time. Anyways, I think that's it. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. Do you eat anything that's an interesting combination that most people wouldn't, like, be fans of? Let me know. I know some of y'all be combining stuff, and I'm like, ugh. Let me know your craziest combination. I would love it if you like the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.